Funny, bro.
What's so funny? What's so funny? Yeah, we just start. I just hit record and I just start laughing. What we laughing about?
Nah, you ain't hear what Henny said about your editing skills.
Wow.
I ain't say nothing.
That's
But he said he
crazy.
didn't see the first video. In his defense, he said he didn't see it.
I didn't see the first video. So.
All right, cool. Welcome. You are tuned into the Eyes on Podium podcast. You just caught a little behind the scenes banter. They just started laughing. I don't know what they was laughing about. They was talking crazy. But
anyway, I'm gonna pass it to my boy. Coach Chris.
I didn't introduce myself yet. Give me a second.
I don't care. Nobody cares who you are.
That's
I'm gonna
crazy.
pass it to my boy. I'm gonna pass it to my boy Chris. Chris,
You didn't even say who your name. You didn't even know who you was.
I'm gonna pass it back to you, bro, because I wouldn't do you like that.
I appreciate it. Can you swing it back? Can you swing it the right way?
I don't even like him like that.
We going back the other way. Take foul.
No, the other way. The other way.
I hope y'all see episode 9 and learn what a take foul is.
Right. That's important.
HB the Realtor. That's me. I'm gonna swing it to my brother Chris, Coach Chris.
Oh, Chris, Coach. That's tough. What's good, y'all? Coach Chris in the building. You are now tuned into the Eyes on Podium podcast. As always, excited to have you guys. Episode 10, man. We made it to the 10th episode.
Yeah, we going up too.
Now I'm gonna bounce pass to my guy Tony.
I've never been able to catch a bounce pass for some reason. It's like, it's
this is his last show, ladies and gentlemen.
Yo, Tony, I'm gonna give it to you so you could just, bro. I'm gonna throw it to you in stride. You don't even gotta worry about it.
He'll point guard, boy. He'll point guard.
You know what I'm saying?
Listen, guys. Again, we appreciate you guys being in. You're locked in. We'll set the tone. Tone himself. Episode 10. I'm gonna throw the oop to my guy.
But go get it. Yo, welcome. This is episode 10. We made it to double digits. You know my motto: like, comment, subscribe, follow, do all that. We on TikTok. We on where we at? We on Instagram. We on Twitter. We getting our Discord page ready, so you know what I mean, we could talk to everybody, but we getting there. We getting there. It's 10 episodes, man. We've been moving good. So I guess I'm done, and I guess let's get into it.
Let's go.
Catch me out in traffic, keep it curry when I'm closing up. No one should be talking, keep your eyes on the podium. No one should be talking. Yeah, eyes on podium.
Opening night jitters. I mean,
I love that song. I love it.
The intro music? It's beautiful, ain't it?
It is.
Man,
shout out my guy Kishi Wee.
Yeah, I both said the same thing. Shout out to Kishi Wee for the intro. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the episode, we're gonna play the whole record.
Yeah, he got a YouTube, right?
Yeah, everything, man.
We'll leave his page in the description for y'all, so y'all can find him and check him out.
Y'all can check him out.
Really talented, man.
Extremely. All right, man. October 18th. Or was it the 19th? I don't know. Somewhere around there. The NBA season is starting. I'm so excited. Right. You know, we're gonna start it off where we, you know what I'm saying, where my heart is at, which is in New York City, baby. New York, baby. They play Memphis. How y'all think that game gonna go? How you think that game gonna go, Chris? See. No, matter of fact, don't even stop.
Yeah,
Stop. How do you think that game gonna go?
Stop.
That's crazy.
Listen.
Give me some good energy.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be a good game. I think we're gonna get to see Jalen, and what his addition to the Knicks is gonna bring. We're gonna see Randall. He's been working out this summer, so I'm excited to see him. Right? Nah. We don't want to see him do that, but I'm excited. I think it's gonna be a lot of good things from that matchup. I think that's a good test early to see where the Knicks is at coming off their little summer break.
Uh-huh.
But listen, Memphis is coming. They
Memphis
coming. They
is
one
coming.
of those teams. So, and they're gonna be, they're gonna be playing for something. They trying to get to the chip this year. So, but I think they'll be good. I think they'll be a good starter.
Tony
Can I
started
say
out.
my take now?
Tony take started out like a 2K take. Yo, it's gonna be a good
Henny,
game.
right to you. Henny, to you. Okay. I think this is gonna be a tough test. Win or lose, this is gonna be a tough test because if it's a blowout out the gate,
kill us on media.
Memphis gonna have a problem. Memphis is really gonna have a problem. Now, I think the Knicks are definitely gonna win, but I don't know if Memphis could come in. Is it at the Garden?
No, it's in Memphis.
Nah, it's in Memphis.
It's in Memphis.
All right.
It's in Memphis.
Knicks gotta go to other teams' territory for their first game.
It's in Memphis.
Knicks improved the roster.
Mm-hmm.
They got a point guard. Ja, I don't think is going have it easy in Memphis. I think the Knicks might pull this off. A shocker. And the Knicks roster is not complete yet.
True.
Big brain.
True.
All right.
We'll talk about that later.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later.
All right, let's go to the Nick hater.
What you think?
Can I speak to we don't want Chris. I need to speak to Eyes on Podium management for harassment in the workplace.
Right.
We don't want to hear your hating ass take, bro.
I wasn't even gonna say a hating take. That's the crazy part.
All right, go ahead. Start off, Chris. Go ahead.
So personally, I thought
you can skip forward if y'all want.
I thought this was gonna be a really good game for the Memphis Grizzlies because they're gonna win.
Wow.
So, I think that I think the Memphis Grizzlies are going to destroy the New York Knicks on opening night. Not because I'm a Knicks hater. Because I'm a Knicks hater.
That is why.
I just think that Memphis is a very, very tough place to play. I feel like Memphis still has a lot to prove. So I feel like they're gonna come out and try to, punch the New York Knicks in the mouth on opening night. Just me personally, not because I hate the Knicks.
Because
I just think that Memphis is a really good team. And I feel like, the Knicks they didn't have enough time to gel yet. They're still learning each other. They just got a new point guard. I'm not saying the Knicks aren't going to have a good season, but they still need time. They're going to have to work these things out. Memphis has been gelling a lot with Ja on and off the court. So I feel like it's going to be
camp. What, they skip your training camp now?
I didn't say that. I just said Memphis already is gelling. They already have a team. They already have that chemistry. So I'm just saying they're the better put together team at this moment. So that's why I give them the edge.
Memphis lost some pieces too. They lost some very important pieces to that rotation. So
that's true.
That matters.
That's true.
They lost Kyle Anderson. They lost Melton. They lost some pieces to that rotation.
And their big man is hurt for the first couple of 20 games probably, like Jared Jackson,
right?
I did forget about that.
Well.
Did you forget?
You got me.
Does somebody want to change their take?
Nope. I'm still going with Memphis. It's gonna be a close game. It's gonna be a close game. I changed that part of my take. It's gonna be a close game. But I think because Memphis will be in Memphis, I think they'll be able to pull it out.
Man, you already know who I got. It's gonna be one of those buzzer beaters. RJ, you know what I'm saying, going crazy. You know what I mean? I'm here. I'm here for the quickly highlights. I'm here for the Obi highlights. I'm here for the Jalen Brunson first night as a Knick.
This show is extremely biased. We didn't get one Memphis highlight yet.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know
what you're talking about.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're saying.
I don't see no bias here.
I don't see no bias.
Let me ask y'all this: What's Brunson's opening night stat line?
Ooh, that's a good swing. You go ahead, Dom.
I got him at 20 points. 20 points, 8 assists, 2 steals,
Oh man.
3 turnovers.
Okay. What you got, Chris?
I'd say 19 points, 7 assists. I agree with the 2 steals.
My man just said the same thing I said, but 1 point lower.
2
He not a hater?
2 turnovers. How am I a hater? I was gonna say 19 points before you even said that.
Whatever.
What you think, Henny? What's that stat line gonna look like?
I'm probably gonna give him 18, 9 assists, 2 steals, 3 turnovers, and maybe 3 rebounds.
So you don't have nothing to say to that, Dorm, right?
Nope.
He went lower than me.
Solid.
Yeah,
I'm
but
gonna tell ya, I think
harassment.
I think Brunson gonna have he gonna have like a 14, 5 assists, 14 points.
Whoa.
You see, we gotta be realistic, right? I know that we fans, but he going against Ja Morant that opening night. That's gonna be tough.
Killer.
It's gonna be tough. I think I don't know. I don't expect a lot from him the first night. I think you're gonna see a lot from RJ. I think Brunson's gonna come on later as he continues to play with the team, but that opening night, I just don't see it.
Look, I think if the team stays this way, I think Randall has the best game out of everybody. I could see a 25, 10 rebounds, less touches with the ball, so 4 assists type of night from him, and especially Jack is not playing. Jack,
right? He should dominate.
He should dominate with a good point guard. That's why I gave Jalen less points, more assists.
Jaren Jackson is defensive player of the year caliber player.
Yeah.
The defensive end.
So I think
him out. He should definitely dominate.
I think and Randall's, like you said, been working out. So
yeah,
we'll see. We'll see.
Ja Morant gonna come ready because that's opening night against New York.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yep. It's gonna be national televised. He be crying that they don't get no televised games. Disrespectful, I said that. Yeah, he be crying they don't get no games on TV.
I believe they I think they got a record amount of TV games this year.
Listen, he's a star. He's a superstar. I mean, he's box office. Anytime he's on television, you want to watch Ja Morant at any time of the day. Like, he's amazing, absolutely amazing. Who else plays that day?
You mean who else had an opening night?
Yeah.
That day, I think there's a lot of people that play that day. What we got? What else we got? We got we got the champions. Champions, they get their rings.
Lakers and Warriors.
Lakers and Warriors. Lakers and Warriors.
I mean, for me personally, I believe the Lakers made some improvements, but they didn't make enough improvements to be.
They got younger.
Team.
That's the best.
They got a little, that's the best thing they could have done so far. Is definitely get younger, but
gritty.
Golden State is a well-oiled machine, man, and I feel like they're coming back hungry again. You know they are. They're coming back hungry again. You could tell they are never satisfied with winning. They just want to continue to win. They want to continue to be great. They don't get comfortable. So I think Warriors are definitely taking that opening night or rig night.
Look,
go ahead, Henny.
Go ahead. Look, this is another team that lost some pieces as well. So they could come with it, but these pieces helped them come with it. So it's going to be a little tougher.
Yeah, but Clay is back. Clay's back longer, right? Like, we got to remember, Clay was out 2 full seasons or something like that, and he
on
came
a minutes
back
restriction for most of the season.
But he came back in the middle of the season and went straight to the chip. I mean, come on, he's gonna look better coming out of that training camp. You know what I mean? Like, he's going because he looked kind of slow and kind of like sluggish a little bit. But I feel like he's gonna come back. Jordan Poole's gonna
emergence of him.
Yeah, he gonna get more touches.
I agree.
Believe it or not, Andrew Wiggins is still emerging. That's what it looks like from the NBA Finals. He is emerging. He looks, from what he did in the NBA Finals, he looks like he can also be a defensive player of the year caliber type of player.
True.
Like, look, let's talk about the pieces they lost. They lost Gary Payton.
Mm-hmm.
That
was
Porter Jr. Toscano.
Yeah. These pieces are three. Would Toscano play defense? Yeah, he was
Toscano solid.
But these are three. These are not that they need shooters, but they need the D part. They need the 3 and D. Right. They got Clay.
Gary Payton was definitely their biggest loss for sure.
Yeah, Gary Payton was their biggest loss.
Draymond is also a year older. Clay is also a year older. Curry's also a year older. So they might have to slow down a little bit until the playoffs. So
nah, bro. Listen, I got Jordan Poole winning 6th man of the year right now. When we do that topic, y'all remember me saying this right now. Jordan Poole, he's gonna win 6th man of the year. That's what's gonna happen. He's gonna be their version of Jordan Clarkson for the Jazz was. You know what I mean? Like, he's going to be their Jordan Clarkson. He's going to be coming. He's going to put points up in bunches. Yeah. Their second unit is going to be really disgusting because I don't know. Iggy's not coming back, right? I don't know if Iggy's coming back. They're going to have minutes open up for some people. Like, Moody is a good player. Kuminga. Wiseman.
Right.
Steve Kerr already said that Looney's going to start. He already said Looney's going to start. You know what I mean? So
I love Golden State, and I love Golden State's player development. Kuminga's gonna be special, man. That's another
finding these players.
He's gonna be that defensive anchor off the bench that Gary Payton was. That's what he's gonna have to be.
Yeah,
and he has those vets. He got those vets, to teach him.
The thing about it is, like, who defense? They picked up another guard.
Vincenzo.
Yes.
Yeah, Vincenzo.
Yes, and he's solid. So my thing is who guards the best? Who guards Ja in the playoffs?
Wiggins.
Yeah. I'll deal with everybody else. Yeah.
Gary Payton was the one who was guarding him best.
Right. They don't have him no more.
I would say Clay.
No.
Clay?
No.
I
think Wiggins.
I think Wiggins will do.
But I think Memphis got.
I'll save Clay for their second best scorer.
Like, you got Dylan Brooks. Dylan Brooks is tough.
Yeah, I mean,
I'll probably put Clay on him.
Yeah, I'll put Clay on him.
Then
I put Curry on Bane.
Yeah, put Curry on Bane. Right. Just because that's it.
Don't do that.
Yeah, that's
don't do it. Like, don't say like just because that's it. Like, Curry's not a solid defender. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't open your eyes like that either. Don't do that.
He's a hater.
He's a hater. That's the hate side. That's the hate side.
Let me give you guys something to think about with this.
I got him back,
this Lakers Golden State opening night. I actually think the Lakers are gonna win.
Really?
I agree.
Just think about the cameras. They're gonna be on LeBron, watching Curry get the rings. It's drama filled already.
LeBron lives for those moments.
You know how many times they're gonna talk about Kareem?
Oh my gosh.
You know how many times?
It's gonna be one of those things.
He's chasing Kareem this year.
He gonna catch him this year.
LeBron is gonna go crazy.
I mean, I think LeBron's just gonna go crazy just because he needs to remind people. Like,
right.
I am still
and this
king.
is the game, not the first game.
Yes.
Of him seeing rings. How many times has he seen the other team get a ring first night? How many times? I can't even remember. I think this is probably either the first or second.
They're gonna show LeBron while players on Golden State are getting their rings. You never see that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's
absolutely.
True. That is true.
Absolutely.
I think they're gonna come in that
Kareem
building.
highlights up too.
They're gonna come in that building and get crazy.
You keep talking about Kareem highlights.
He's chasing Kareem. That's
Who
going to be the narrative,
cares, boy?
Everybody cares. Are you serious?
Everybody cares. Everybody cares. But you keep saying it. You keep saying it, and I don't understand yet. What are you trying to push here?
It has nothing to do with anything, and they're just going to talk about it. It's going to motivate him every night because it's going to be the narrative every night.
Okay, cool.
Kareem, he's chasing Kareem. He's chasing Kareem. That's all.
But not that night. That night is going to be about Steph Curry. That night's going to be about Steph Curry being the GOAT of his era. That's what that night's going to be about.
Getting his 4th championship in front of LeBron James.
In front of LeBron James, tying LeBron James because they both got 4. And this is LeBron.
Yeah, bring it right back to Kareem.
No, Kareem, get out of here.
All night. We'll see.
Stop.
I'll take a count. We'll see.
It's gonna be about Curry. You know what I'm saying? 4 times, like what Draymond be saying. 4 times.
Yeah,
that's what it's gonna be about.
And Finals MVP.
Come on, baby.
Congrats.
Another team that plays is Boston.
Oh yeah.
Boston plays Philly. Boston plays Philly.
I'm excited for that matchup. That's gonna be a war right there because Celtics, you know, they were on top last year. They had their nice run.
Yeah.
Philly, that loss that Memphis had to a Melton. He's over there in Philly. That was a great pickup.
That was a great pickup.
That was a great pickup. And they're going to be fighting for that spot in the East with the Bucks. So this is going to be interesting because this is going to set the tone, right, Tone? It's going to set the tone for the East. This is going to. I can't wait. I can't wait to see this one.
But you got
how y'all feel about this matchup?
I'm gonna say this. I think the Philadelphia 76ers are going to be the best team in the NBA next year.
Wow. In the NBA or the East?
In the NBA.
In the whole NBA, all 30 teams.
In the NBA. Here's why. Let me just add a little context.
I wish I could ISO
James
camera.
Harden, James Harden, for all of most people are saying James Harden had a bad year last year. Right? Mm-hmm. Statistically, he had a great year. He didn't have a bad year. He didn't have his Houston Rocket James Harden days, but what he does have this year is he has some of his Houston Rocket buddies. He didn't lose much this offseason. You're bringing back Maxey. He picked up Milton from Memphis, which is a great pickup. You still got Thibault, who's an elite defender in the league. Right. Obviously, you got Embiid. You got PJ Tucker now, who's going to allow you to do like small ball configurations all over the place. Mm-hmm. That team is just in a place where they either going to shoot a lot of they can shoot a lot of threes. You got a big man who could do anything he wants. Mm-hmm. When I look at how they match up against other teams in the NBA, at each position, any night, they're always going to have an advantage.
Mm-hmm. Tony, can I ask you a question?
Go ahead.
Who starts? Mind you, you got Tobias.
Mm. Oh my gosh, I forgot about.
So who starts? What's the starting lineup looking like on the first night?
I'm starting.
What do you mean over who?
PJ Tucker, Tobias Harris. That's really the only thing I really wanted to get to.
I'm probably.
Why you can't play them both?
Because you also got Thibault.
Yeah.
Oh.
So
and then James and Maxey.
Yeah, so that's why I asked who he thinks starts.
I'm probably going to start.
We already know the 3. We're just talking about the 4 and the 3.
I'll probably start PJ. Just because I feel like that emotion that he brings to the game is needed. He stretches the floor. He plays D. And then you got Thibault on the court, too. So you got 2 lockdown defenders. You got a player who's going to be able to stretch the floor for Embiid. And then when the bench comes in, you can run everything through Harris. Run everything through him, but you still got players like Milton who's going to be able to take some of that pressure off. Their team is just loaded to me. I wonder
how Tobias is going to take that. If that's the case, I wonder how he's going to take it.
I don't know. I think it's crazy because I think PJ's okay with coming off the bench.
Yeah,
he doesn't deserve to. He earned every right to start, but between him and Tobias, I think PJ will be okay with coming off.
I agree with Tobias coming off the bench though, because I feel like you have enough. You have enough scoring.
Yeah. You need that stretch,
Harden,
that stretch
you got Maxey, and you got Embiid.
Yeah.
Right.
You got it basically from everywhere on the floor. You know what I'm saying?
Everywhere.
So I feel like they Tobias should sacrifice to come off the bench. He'll run that whole entire second unit.
Right.
Yep.
But also notice the Thibault cannot shoot.
I was just about to say that.
Limits what you can do offensively versus Tobias and PJ. Now you playing 5 out. Well, you playing 4 out, 1-on-1, or pick and roll and Embiid and James Harden. That's the most nastiest pick and roll ever.
Yeah.
So
PJ
Tucker.
I would take
Tobias.
Yeah.
Embiid,
Maxey, Harden. Yeah. I have Milton, Thibault, all that come off the bench. Actually, they should low key trade Thibault.
You keep them. Because it's going to be a situation where you have to sit Harden or Maxey, and you need a defender. You always need a defender. It's not a question. You have to be that type of player.
I would guess something.
You got Tucker.
Yeah, but guard wise,
guard wise. Yeah.
He could guard him off the switch, yes. But I'm talking somebody that I need to get at somebody full court and guard for the game. You need
PJ
that type
Tucker's
of
37 years old. Thibault's 25.
You're right.
Yeah.
Right. But I'm definitely starting PJ Tucker over Thibault.
Yeah, I would too.
Am I crazy for that?
Yeah. No.
I agree.
Crazy for that. I don't think I'm crazy for that. Where we at with it? Let's just go here. Let's just go to the most improved team.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like these the stats from the standings from last season. Everyone, this is just
go down.
Yeah, I know. Happening here. So Tony already said it. Tony said, Showtime Tony said, the best team is gonna be the 76ers. That's who he got. So I'm assuming.
So let's go through everything. I'm
gonna assume that he got 76ers number 1. Right?
Yeah, that's a great assumption. Yep. Yeah, that's a great assumption. That's my number one team.
They're the number 1 team. Do you think they're the most improved team? Being that they're gonna be the number 1 team, or
I don't think they're the most improved team.
Okay.
My most improved team is actually the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Timberwolves. They finished.
The Minnesota Timberwolves, because I think the Minnesota Timberwolves are going to surprise a lot of people. I think the Timberwolves could easily be a top 4 team in the Western Conference next year, and they weren't even. Well, they were in the playoffs, but
they had 46 games last year.
Noise. Last year?
Yeah, 46 and 36.
That's a good year.
Yeah, that's a good year for them. Like, I mean, I would expect them to get closer to 50 wins, probably like 49 and 33. I would expect them to definitely be higher up on that standing this year, especially with the addition of Rudy Gobert. I don't know if you guys have had any time to look at the international play, but Rudy Gobert playing with Joel Embiid looks amazing.
Does he?
That's just like
really.
a snippet of what it'll probably look like. Which
they played together.
France, yeah. Embiid's he's playing with a part of the French team.
Embiid?
Embiid got his
French national
citizenship for the French team.
Oh wow. I didn't know that.
I know that, but I didn't know if they played.
I didn't see it either.
It's like a snapshot of what you'll get with
him and Cat, right?
With him and Cat, they Embiid's a lot better, but as far as like fundamentally, that's kind of what it'll look like,
Exciting.
That's actually really exciting.
Interesting, but yeah, that's definitely my most improved team.
Most improved team. Who you got? Chris?
I believe the Pelicans. I feel like them coming
Hold on,
back.
before we get to the Pelicans, and your most improved teams. Y'all think the Timberwolves gonna be a top 4 seed? I want to know.
I don't know. This type of team takes a coach.
Yeah.
It takes a coach to make this work.
Yeah, for sure. It's gonna have to be a system. Like they're gonna have to find a system that works. Find out what they could get away with, what they can't get away with.
Right.
I think they're must see TV though.
Oh, absolutely.
They're must see TV. They are definitely.
It's gonna be interesting.
Yeah.
It's gonna be interesting.
All right. So Pelicans, Zion coming back.
Yeah. Zion coming back. You got CJ, bona fide scorer, 3 levels. You got Ingram, another assassin. I think that they're gonna mesh really well together. I think they're also another hungry young team.
Yeah, they took Clippers to 6, right?
Was
it 7? 6. They took the Suns.
Oh, Warriors.
They took the Suns to 6. The Pelicans.
Oh, Suns. Right. Yeah. Right. So yeah, them making that push, they're clearly going to be way better with Zion on the floor. You got the Brooklyn native Jose Alvarado. He's another hungry kid. So I see the Pelicans. I see the Pelicans definitely getting more than 36 wins next year.
How are they gonna play?
They're gonna.
Because the last time we see Zion, he was being coached by Stan Van Gundy. Stan Van Gundy put the ball in his hands.
Having him bring up the ball.
Yeah.
Ran Lonzo out of town.
That's true.
So that's true.
I think they should push the pace.
Orleans Pelicans front office would be like the tampering is what got Lonzo out of town. But yeah, how do they play? Like who is you think Zion's gonna be point forward?
No, I don't think you need him to do that.
Yes, you
go ahead,
definitely do. Yeah, I think their best bet is to have him more so bring up the ball because he's such a threat. You have to know where he is, just so Brandon Ingram and CJ are on the wing shooting because these guys, Zion, I'll give him some credit. He's good enough to get the eyes on him and make that pass. So I would definitely manage. He's going to get the rebound anyway. Because Valanciunas is out jumping Zion. No, he's going to get the rebound anyway. He's going to push the pace. You got Brandon Ingram on the wing, CJ on the wing. These guys can make a decision. It's it can be their best offensive Zion bring up the ball.
I agree.
Yeah, it's gonna be nasty. Real tough. I want it. I think they might make them. Well, probably did. I think you might be right, Chris, about them being the most improved team. Zion, you might be adding a superstar to your team.
But I disagree with the point forward thing though. I just feel like he shouldn't. I feel like Zion, he's gonna have to do too much. Like you ask him to do too much. I feel like stick to his strengths, which are cutting, rebounding, slashing to the rim. Why would you? I wouldn't personally. I just wouldn't put the ball in his hands. I feel like you got CJ, I feel like CJ's a good enough playmaker to make Zion that threat.
No,
I feel like he could do everything that Giannis could do.
Yes.
It works for Giannis. Giannis is he is the point forward, but he's just getting the rebound, bringing the ball up, seeing what he has, then giving it to Drew.
Yeah,
Zion can bring the ball up, see what he has, give it to CJ. It's the same concept. It's the same concept.
Is it CJ though?
Having a shooting big. Yeah, you give it to CJ. Who else going to run your one?
That was great.
BI in the half court.
Nah. I'm good.
That might be BI's next evolution is to play make.
CJ is a playmaker. When Dame goes down, CJ gets more touches. His usage goes up. So does his assists. so does his efficiency on the court.
All right, we're gonna see.
So
We're gonna see.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave it. We're gonna see.
The same reason you give Giannis the ball. It's the same reason you give Giannis the ball. You give it to your best player first.
It's not the same.
What are you saying, Chris?
All right, we'll see.
What you saying? What you saying?
I want to hear you talk.
I'm saying I'm saying Zion and Giannis, yeah, they're both dominant players, but Giannis also can take 3 steps and get to the rim. So yeah, I'm gonna give Giannis the ball because he could take 3 steps, 2 dribbles, and get to the rim. Like he could do that. He could finish over everyone. Zion, I just feel like that's just putting too much pressure on him, too much wear and tear on him to give him the ball to ask him to do all of that.
Bro, you gave him 193. How much money you gave him?
Yeah, you gave him a lot of money.
Not to sit in the corner.
But I'm saying use him where he's most effective. I'm not saying that. Put him in a pick and roll. Put him in motion. Like put him in positions where he can catch the ball and be most efficient. I'm not having Zion bring up the ball. Personally, that's just me. I just wouldn't do that. I would rather CJ pushing the ball with Zion on the wing than Zion pushing the ball with CJ on the wing.
I'm saying it's a rebound.
You got CJ for the 3.
It's a rebound. Zion is going to get the rebound. You don't want him.
If I'm pushing the ball and I see Zion on the wing, what you think the defender is going to do? What would you do? Who you gonna
step up to CJ? No. Stop the ball. You always stop the ball.
Okay. That's an alley-oop to Zion.
Okay, it's still 2 points.
Right. That's a building crusher. I would rather Zion going up there and throwing the ball down than having CJ take a layup. It's just a different momentum shift. If you're going to decide to go with Zion, what can CJ do? Pull up for a 3. Same thing.
So you think
I trust CJ making a better decision than Zion making a better passing decision.
And I trust Drew Holiday to make a better decision than Giannis, but Giannis is still the better player.
Yeah, but you're right.
I agree.
Giannis and Zion are not the same player.
They not, but they play the same way.
Giannis is a defensive player of the year. He's an MVP. He's a NBA champion and a Finals MVP.
Agree.
I think what Henny's saying comes in play. I think what Henny's saying is that he can do the same thing. I agree. I
would just have to see it first. I'm not saying he's not capable of doing it.
Of course,
I'm just saying they have the blueprint, just like the Bucks. They have the blueprint. Now I'm not saying he's Giannis, but they have the build for it. They have the exact
They have the same package.
Yeah, they have it. They have the same thing the Bucks have. Pelicans have the same thing the Bucks have.
I agree. I agree with that.
It could work.
We'll see.
We'll see.
There's
a reason Van Gundy wanted Giannis to bring up the ball. It's not too.
You mean Zion?
Zion. Yeah. There's a reason he wanted Zion to bring up the ball. It's not crazy.
So Chris, do you think the Pelicans is a top 6 team?
If healthy, yes, I do. If healthy, absolutely.
I mean, just looking at this top 8 right here, right? And we can just like for shits and giggles. Who's falling from here? Who's not gonna be here?
Jazz, for sure.
Jazz.
Obviously the Jazz.
Yep. Excuse me.
Jazz not gonna be here.
It's crazy. It's crazy because my most improved team is the Clippers. So I think that the Clippers are going to be the. I thought you skipped me again. So
no, I didn't skip you, bro.
Yes, you did.
No, I did not.
No, he was still on my take.
Exactly. This guy is so Yo, y'all see this guy?
He wants you to skip him. He was waiting for it. He wanted you to skip him.
Yo, I skip him one time in 10 episodes. He skips me
a lot. He skips me
one time. And guys, 10 episodes, he can't let me live it down.
GoFund for me because I'm
a GoFund for me. Yeah. For what?
Now, what was your
emotionally traumatized?
What were you saying about the Clippers though, Henny?
He Ben Simmons.
Oh, so I got them being the most improved team because they got arguably top 5 player coming back healthy.
Okay, so Jazz is gone. Pelicans is up there. Clippers is up there. Who else is not there?
Down. It's gonna be tough. Look, I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna say that I don't think it's gonna work with the Timberwolves.
Ooh.
I don't think that nonsense is gonna work. That's what I'm gonna go with. That nonsense ain't gonna work.
Ooh.
You got Gobert. I get what you said to him. The guards didn't play defense.
Who?
But
you heard what he said? Who?
Who
you talking to?
Dorm. Oh, I said HB. My fault. Sorry. Forgot you go by that. I know what you were saying about. Donovan Mitchell and Mike Conley not playing defense. But as it stands, Gobert was a defensive liability after just coming off being the defensive player of the year. He was a defensive liability. I don't care. And then you got Cat not being able to play defense. I think that's going to be it's going to be bad, and they're not even going to make it in. They're going to make it a play-in, but they're definitely they're
a playing team again for you.
They're a playing team again. Yeah, they dropped like 10.
Especially with this guy's drunk. So is somebody?
I don't believe in them. I don't believe in them.
If they're 10th, everybody's getting fired.
Yeah, they have to.
Everybody's getting fired if they're 10th. If the Timberwolves is 10th, everyone's fired.
That's gotta be an emotional decision. Yeah, that doesn't even make sense.
Yeah, because look, you do that bad.
They gave up nothing and got the defensive player of the year.
They gave up a lot.
They gave up their future. That's what I'm saying. I was going to say they do this bad. They gave up 5 first-round picks.
I don't care about players who don't play. I don't care about none of that. I just added the defensive player of the year to my roster.
But look, I'm saying like they gave up 5 first-round picks. They have a bad season. Other teams, okay, we'll fix it in the draft. No, they got to run it back because they can't draft nobody.
I agree with that.
They got to do it again. For 3 years, they have to keep doing it this way. They got no choice.
That's true.
I agree with that.
That's true. And they traded their depth with Vanderbilt, with Patrick Beverly. I don't believe in them. All right, you got the Clippers. All right, so my most improved team. Let's go to the East. Let's go to the.
I think I know where he's going with this one.
Let's go. Actually, let's stay here. My most improved team. My most improved team is gonna be the Trailblazers. For the West goes. For the West, most improved team is gonna be the Trailblazers for one reason and one reason only. Dame Dollars. When Dame Dollars play, they are where? In the playoffs. So somebody can't be in the playoffs if they're gonna be in the playoffs. Who is it gonna be? I'm gonna say, obviously, I think it's gonna be. I think the Mavs are gonna fall off. I think it's gonna be the Mavs. I think the Mavs is gonna replace. I think the Clippers, the Pelicans, Jazz is gonna be out of there. Mavs is gonna be out of there. Trailblazers is gonna be in there. Maybe Trailblazers replace the Nuggets.
Nah.
See, so I think that's. I
don't know, but they're gonna be
contingent
there.
On health. I think that's
everything is contingent on health. Everything contingent on health. Everything.
Right. That's what I'm saying. But they got there with nobody last year.
They did, but a lot of players was hurt too. Right. So if the Clippers aren't hurt, right? If the Clippers aren't hurt last year, and Trailblazers and then Dame is not hurt, then
this whole picture looks different. Totally.
And the Suns is not winning 64 games next season. You can book that.
Wait.
I'm sorry. I just seen that at the top of my screen and it kind of pissed me off.
Wait, the real question is, are the Lakers making the playoffs? We left them all the way down there. Like we didn't even say that about them.
I was thinking it. I might have.
Are they making the playoffs?
As team constructed, I don't know.
Lakers going. LeBron going. I don't see. Come on, don't do
You
that.
think
to
LeBron's
LeBron.
gonna let that happen 2 years in a row?
2 years in a row?
Can I ask you guys a
Yo.
serious question? You
What?
think the Blazers would make the playoffs before the Lakers? I just want to make sure that I'm not. I don't have a headache and I'm hearing this right. Because
these guys are huge Damian Lillard fans.
Like,
listen, it's
so much.
It's just facts. When he plays, he's in the playoffs. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Do you have the Blazers making the playoffs over the Lakers?
If Damian Lillard is playing, they're in the playoffs.
Over the Lakers.
Over whoever that's not. Yes.
Say it.
Okay.
Say it. Say it again. Say it twice.
I reserve right to change my opinion.
Document it.
I reserve right to change my opinions when the facts change.
Look, now document it. Okay.
As team constructed, I don't know, man. They did have injuries as well.
Hold on, time out. Hold on, Henny. Sorry to cut you. So, the Trailblazers got Jeremy Grant.
Yep.
Jaden Shaw.
Injured.
He's out. I take that back.
Go ahead. Nurkic?
Ant-Man Nurkic?
No.
Huh? Phoenix Summit? Huh?
I'm good on that team.
No?
They even if they make the playoffs, it's like, do they even have a chance to win?
I'll tell you one thing though.
Doesn't matter.
I know a team.
It does matter. It's just embarrassing.
The worst team in the West is definitely gonna be the Spurs.
Yeah, they need to be.
They're gonna be the worst team.
Pop's definitely gonna retire after that.
Nah, he's not gonna retire.
Not if he get Victor next year.
Yeah, Victor. Woo! I wish we talk college, man. I wish we talk college. I want to talk about Victor so. Ooh.
Well, draft time coming up next year. We're gonna talk about him if he there.
Oh, he's gonna.
If he there.
Yo, he's gonna be there. Consensus.
He's the consensus now.
Yeah, for sure. But with that, it always changes. It always changes. But this, I think, is staying.
That ain't gonna change.
It's staying. 7-3-2 guard is staying.
7-3-2 guard. What?
Yeah, you ain't watched clips.
I'm not big on college.
Yeah, you should be. This
right?
is it. 7-3-2 guard.
Scary.
Remember, I said that. 7-3-2 guard.
All right, man. It's still happening. Do y'all think this is happening still? Do we still?
Third time is the charm.
You know what I mean? Knicks is pushing. They still eyeing Donovan Mitchell. I mean, they got Donovan Mitchell. They got the Knicks and the Utah Jazz playing on a national televised game. When was the last time you seen the Utah Jazz on that, like the playoffs?
They know something that we don't know.
They must know something.
It's all scripted, like my boy Shaq would say. It's all scripted.
Fun fact,
NBA's
I don't
like
know.
the WWE.
Fun fact, they said that the Jazz can't trade any of the players that they just got until August 30th. That's what I read somewhere.
Nobody want them. We want the one that's been there.
No, I'm just saying. So that's probably holding up the trade, right? Because you got players like
how long until they could trade them?
So August 30th.
Oh,
yeah, exactly. So the trade that's probably what's holding it up because it's probably a three-team treat. A three-team trade.
Yeah, so you get the pieces off.
Yeah, Patrick Beverley, he don't want to be there. If they're not trying to win, he don't want to be there. He's gonna be like, please trade me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think something's gonna happen. Something's gonna happen within these next 2 weeks. I think it's gonna happen. I think this is it. I feel like if it wasn't gonna happen, the talks wouldn't have came back up. So yeah, I feel like this is gonna be that push, and I feel like they're gonna make it happen. The Knicks need that star over there in the Garden. That's gonna.
People keep saying that.
Boy, that's what the Knicks need.
Why? Why do people keep saying that? We need a star. What
do you win with?
I'm just saying, like, they keep saying like we need a star in the Garden, right? Like, Donovan, we're gonna give up everything just to have a star, just to sell tickets to get on national televised games. Like, I don't think we should be giving up everything for a star in the Garden.
You don't know what they're giving up yet.
Here's the beautiful thing about New York.
We could be giving up picks that don't even belong to us.
They already
can't
sell
belong
tickets.
to us, but
they could be
They
trading
already
you.
sell tickets, and they already get national televised games.
What you said, Tone? I hear you.
I said the beautiful thing about the Knicks is they already sell tickets, and they always have a bunch of national televised games.
That's what I'm saying. That's my point. So when I hear the take like, yo, a star in the Garden, I automatically just go to, selling tickets, being exciting. I'd rather continue building. I feel like if we trade for Donovan Mitchell, it just can't be for a lot. It can't be like what happened with the Brooklyn Nets when they traded their actual farm, right? They traded the young players that they drafted and groomed. They traded Levert. They traded Jarrett Allen, right? Got rid of Dinwiddie because obviously he's hurt. He wanted a big deal, but you can't. And look where they're at right now, right? Like, don't buy your team. I don't think you should buy your team. And he's never been an All NBA player, so he's never been a top 15 player in the league. So why would we then give up a lot? I think it really depends. I don't think we should give up the farm for a player who's actually on a championship team as a number 2.
That's subjective. I won't let you get away with that.
I mean, everything is, but I'm saying you think on a championship team, Donovan Mitchell's a number 1, or he's a number 2?
I've seen the Utah Jazz in the playoffs year after year.
Right.
So I don't.
Championship team. You think he's a number 1 or number 2?
I think
he comes to the New York Knicks, he's gonna be the number 1.
Yeah.
On a champ. So we're not good. So all right. So we're gonna be Portland of the East with Dame and CJ.
You just told me that you love Dame.
I do love Dame.
For the same reason.
I'm fine with that.
But Dame. But what I'm saying, but Dame.
I'm cool.
This is what I'm saying. I don't think that Donovan Mitchell could be the number 1 player on a championship team. I don't. And why give up 5 picks for that person? He's not KD.
We don't know what the trade is, though.
We don't, but I'm just saying that they want picks, right? Danny Ainge want picks.
I agree with the giving up the farm. I wouldn't give up the farm for Donovan Mitchell. I wouldn't do that. I would make sure that the trade is feasible for the New York Knicks, where you're not giving up too much assets to get him, but you're giving up, the right amount. Nothing too crazy, but
3 picks. That's what they got for Murray. I'll do the Murray trade. I'll do the 3 picks, but not 5.
But look, the five picks would be 2. It really will be 2 of our own picks and 3 picks that we got off of the 12th pick in this year's NBA draft.
So 3 conditionals and 2 first-round picks.
Yeah, of our own. So
That's about a lot still.
It is.
So what do we do? How do we go get the next player?
There's a chance that those 3 conditionals will, at worst, they'll be second-round picks. So we just got Donovan Mitchell for 2 firsts and 3 second-round picks.
Okay. All right, you selling me?
At worst. I had to look it up.
Telling me as long as Obi and Quickly and Grimes stay.
Yeah, if that's the case where they just want the picks and no players, I'm fine with that. But if they want that and a player, they can take Julius.
He said they can take Julius.
So a lineup of Jalen Brunson, Donovan Mitchell, RJ Barrett, Julius Randle, and Mitchell Robinson. Chris, what do you think? You think that's elite? You think we here?
That's in that. Yeah, for sure.
I
think the Knicks are there.
Yeah,
you have defenders. Mm-hmm. You have a rim protector. You have a bona fide scorer
and a playmaker.
And you have a point guard to run your team.
Low key, RJ becomes Andrew Wiggins.
Right, exactly.
Mm.
RJ is going to be that lockdown defender.
Two-way, score, have those nights when he have those nights. But
Y'all
brings
selling
defense
me on
every night.
Dream, bro. Y'all see
And look,
Knicks fans?
this what Chris had said one time. He was like, we was like, oh, Mitchell don't play defense like we think. And then he had said it could be the coach when we was talking about it when it first came out. He said,
yeah, you're right.
He has the attributes to play defense. He's athletic. If he comes in to teach him how to play defense, who knows?
Yep.
I like that,
bro.
I like the coach, the Tom Thibodeau take. The Tom Thibodeau take. I can see that.
It really had me thinking.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see Tom definitely coaching his behind off on defense and then getting into Donovan like, yo, do not let him just blow by you.
Chris said there's no way he can play defense with that body build.
There's no way.
Yeah.
There's no way. But
you're referring to Donovan Mitchell, right?
Donovan Mitchell, yeah. He seems like he can't play defense, but that could be the coach and then his style. Like he probably just tells everybody bring it to Gobert because that is a style of defense. You play him a certain way to send him to your center.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So
that's true. But I mean,
because Tibbs does that too.
When
Kimba was playing, he had no choice but to do that style of play. He crowded the paint.
Yeah.
So it was 1-on-1, so everybody could watch. So everybody's man doesn't get beat. So if they play him close, so they could drag him to the paint. But everybody's there, so it's going to be harder. They don't want no threes. Well, they did want people to take threes,
and that could have been because of Kemba's abilities.
Right.
Yeah.
Like he don't have the frame to defend somebody.
Right. But Mitchell does.
We gonna see, man. And I'm excited to see it. But we gonna definitely see.
Definitely gonna be interesting, man. Definitely.
Yeah. And I'm like I said, I'm super excited to see what ends up happening in this season with the Knicks. LeBron, the King, he just signed a deal.
Well warranted. They underpaid for him too.
One question is where do they go from here? What's next for the Lakers?
Listen, this is what I'm gonna say. You got your man, you got LeBron locked up, right? Next year they got a player. He has a player option where he'll be able to come. More than likely, he's gonna come out of that option to give the team flexibility when they come off of that Russell Westbrook contract. Because I genuinely don't believe Russell Westbrook's gonna get traded. I think last year wasn't, fair to him. It was a lot of health issues. AD didn't really play. So he was asked to do a lot more than he would have otherwise if they had AD. So I think with good health, you're going to see Russell, you're going to see LeBron, you're going to see AD and the supporting cast ball out. Next year comes, LeBron, opens up. He changes that player option, gives them flexibility to pick up people because they're coming off of that Russ contract. I think he's just going to keep doing that until he retires, right?
Contract.
It doesn't lock the franchise in, but at the same time, it allows them and him to have control over, maybe I'll sign that. Maybe I'll sign this year because you guys ain't really doing nothing or you don't have any options on the table for me.
Right.
If I'm the GM of the Lakers right now, as they're currently constructed, like we discussed, it's going to be very hard for them to compete. I think they'll make the playoffs, but, second round. Well, they could get hot. Listen, I don't bet against LeBron much, but watch out for the Utah Jazz, man. Like they have players there. They have players
Utah
there.
Jazz.
Let me finish.
Watch
out for the Utah Jazz. They have players there that just don't make sense. Patrick
okay.
Beverly, Jordan Clarkson, Bogdan. They got, you may want to keep Malik Beasley, maybe not if you can get draft picks. I expect the Lakers to do something to kind of get some of those veteran players off of that team, because I think it'll help them.
Listen, so I seen that so they were trying to give up 2 picks. 2 of their picks, 2027, 2029 for Kyrie, first round picks. And I don't think they were willing to add one more. But if they add one more, instead of getting Kyrie, they can get Miles Turner and Buddy Hield.
Oh, I'm doing that. Not even thinking about it.
For 3 first round picks.
Here's why. I'm doing that, not even thinking about it. Here's why. Kyrie's coming next summer anyway.
Ooh.
Why do you think LeBron signed the player option?
Ooh.
He's coming next summer. He's like, yo, listen, was he probably getting $45 million a year? Let me open up that $45 million, pay Kyrie, and we good.
Take a vet minimum. LeBron on a vet minimum? Call the cops.
Wait, what?
Call the cops.
Nah, he don't.
Nah,
Because
he's
he
not.
opts out. He opts out.
Yeah,
He don't even have to do that.
Yeah,
He just opt out and they pay
Sign for less?
Kyrie, and then
They got the cap space. He's not. First of all, LeBron's never signed for less, so you can get that out. You can take that idea and just throw it somewhere. That's not happening.
Kyrie wants
it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. LeBron James has never and will never shortcut himself. That's why he's a billionaire playing basketball. Tripping. They gotta go figure it out. But you figure it out, not me. not me. Not the king. I need the jewels in my crown. I gotta pay for that. I think he only did that, structure his deal that way so that he can play it when he opt out, he can opt in for more. He can get a bigger contract so he can end up playing with Bronny. That's it. Like a longer contract for later, because Bronny's in 3 years, so he'll opt out 2 more years, maybe get 2 more years. But he's just gonna keep getting the max. But he gonna opt out and keep getting the max every single time, because he's LeBron. But
hey, can't pay him nothing less.
You can't. I wanted to talk about how AD, like what are we expecting? Like, what's a realistic expectation for AD?
To stay healthy.
Yeah, but let's say
that's not realistic. That's not realistic.
Look, he has the ability. It's not about his ability. It's just about his health.
Yeah,
that's all it is. It's just
nothing else. Health. There's no doubt about what health. AD can do on the floor.
They got LeBron. They got LeBron, but they want to run the offense through AD. It's just his health. He can run the offense through AD.
Yeah,
he's capable.
Just gotta stay healthy.
We need that, bro. We need Russ to be Russ too.
If I'm AD, I'm working out with LeBron all year. I'm finding out his diets. I'm finding out what he does, the extra things, the little things that he does to make sure that he stays healthy throughout the year.
Right.
I'm going to be attached to Bron's hip. Right. He's the healthiest player to ever touch this planet.
Luckiest. I don't want to say healthiest. He's the luckiest player to ever play basketball.
Yo, it's crazy. So it's like I'll be attached to LeBron. Like, I got to find out what you do. Because
I'm going to say like with AD, right? If I'm a part of the coaching staff, I'm going to AD like, hey, listen, bro, give me 60 games this year.
Nah.
Here's why. I only need you in the play. I just need you to help me get to the playoffs. And when we get to the playoffs, you playing. Last year he played 40 games. The year before that he played 36 games. The year before that he played 62. I believe that's the year they won the chip. The year before that he played 56.
And he got to break that year.
Right.
He got time to rest in the middle of the year.
Give me 60, 65 games and get us to the playoffs. In playoffs, you free. You free. I need you healthy in the playoffs, because in the playoffs, we are going to be a problem if you're healthy.
I mean, but he doesn't. The thing about AD too is that he doesn't even like to play the 5, the position that he should play. You know what I mean? Especially in this day and age in the NBA, like him at the 5, Bron at the 4. You know, it will actually help a player like Russell Westbrook, right? Like it will actually help spacing. But But I would definitely look at the Jazz. I would definitely look at the Jazz to try to get. So I wouldn't do the Miles Turner thing and Buddy Hield. Buddy Hield's not that good. I know that he's not that good.
Buddy Hield hasn't played with LeBron.
Doesn't matter. He's not that good. I'd rather go get.
You see what he did to Malik Monk.
I'd rather go get. Malik Beasley and the Jordan Clarkson.
Yo, it don't matter any two guard, but that would probably be one of the top two guards he's played with.
Yeah, Beasley would be nice.
Yeah,
I think they should go get Pat. I think they should go get Pat Bev too.
Yes.
Yeah.
But Pat Bev and Russ on the same team?
You need that dog. They'll figure it out.
Yeah.
They'll figure it out. I love players who play with heart. I love players who play with heart.
Pat Bev is willing to go out there and do anything.
Yo, Pat Bev would just start over Russell Westbrook.
He deserves a ring. He deserves a ring this way. If they go out and get him and they win, he deserves it. I know for a fact if they end up winning, he's a big
I'm
part of it.
gonna be honest. I really don't feel like AD should play the 5. I don't think he's really built for the 5. He's always hurt, and the 5 is like the most physical position out of all of the positions.
Yeah.
When Pau Gasol was on the Lakers, he played the 4 a lot.
Yeah, Bynum.
Yeah, he had Bynum. I mean, and now they got Thomas Bryant, but
you know what I mean. So
Thomas Bryant. But he's coming off an injury. You know.
Yeah.
So Thomas Bryant coming off an injury. I think his contribution is going to be vital, right? But I definitely think if you're gonna have Russell Westbrook, you need the spacing. You don't need a 5 that's gonna clog the paint and you're gonna have 3 non-3-point shooters. Russell Westbrook, Thomas Bryant, and
Thomas Bryant shoots threes.
You're right. I'm sorry. Sorry.
Hey, I got a message. I got a message for Rob Pelinka.
What?
If you have
Speak to the camera.
Pacers trade on the table to get yourself Miles Turner and Buddy Hield, that needs to happen tonight.
Listen, those are 2 shooters.
That needs to happen
but
tonight
I feel like Buddy Hield's not
AD
that good.
needs that support.
Why do you think
Miles Turner has led the lead in blocks a couple times. You give him AD, oh my God, I can't that offense. I'm just thinking about it. Like LeBron has a 5 who could shoot threes. The last time I remember that, you guys remember Zydrunas Ilgauskas?
Of course.
But Big Z
play with LeBron.
Like you give him, oh my gosh, that's such a good trade. And then Buddy Hield's a microwave.
Yeah.
He's a microwave. He could give you 25, 30 playing with LeBron, just ask to catch and shoot.
I like it.
Buddy Hield averaged 18 points in Indiana.
Dude, I just seen that and my head started sweating.
Yo, where you haven't
36% from 3.
Oh my God!
You haven't watched him play?
He was wilding. He gotta take it.
He's one of the best 3-point shooters in the NBA.
36% from 3. That's our league
I
average.
hope that's just speculation, because if that's really on the table, that needs to happen.
I think he made a high amount.
My goodness.
Oh, he makes a lot of money, right?
No, I'm talking about he made a lot of threes.
Oh, you're saying it's a lot of attempts.
No, he made a lot.
No, I'm saying made a lot for the season.
My bad.
Like he was in the top makes.
Oh, top made threes.
Yeah.
Of the season. Let me see how many he attempts 8 a game, makes 3.
He's a shooter.
Look,
LeBron.
Imagine him in the hands of LeBron.
All right, you're selling me. Listen, I'll be the first one to be like, I'm wrong. So you're selling me. I would love to see. I want to see it because Miles Turner is low key a shooter too.
Miles Turner?
Oh no, he's not low key a shooter. He's a shooter,
and he plays great defense.
And he plays
5 out.
Defense.
5 out.
Yeah, Miles Turner stretches the floor, plays defense. I'm taking Miles Turner.
Yeah, you might be right. I
got a question. Now that you're on this team, do you if if it was either or, would you take that package for one less pick, or would you take the Kyrie package for one more pick?
I'm taking the Pacers package.
Pacers package?
I'm thinking the Pacers
Not even
package,
thinking about it.
I mean,
Kyrie.
Kyrie's coming next year anyway.
Yeah,
right?
I'm taking take Kyrie.
Yeah, he's coming anyway.
Allegedly.
I'll wait. I'll wait on Kyrie. I'll wait on Kyrie.
Anyway.
Because I'll wait on Kyrie, and I'll trust Darvin Ham to get this Russell Westbrook thing right.
Right.
And if he doesn't, Kyrie's there next year. And yeah, he's off the books.
And Russ is off the books.
Yeah. And now they got space to go probably do some more stuff.
You got LeBron for how many ever years?
That's a good
I can't believe I'm watching this clip right now. I can't believe Fournier just jumped at Russ just now.
He should have been suspended.
That was crazy.
He should have been suspended for that.
That was the wildest thing I just seen.
All right, so we all got I mean, we all. So I mean, I don't know how this Western Conference is shaping up to be real tough, man. Because it's
Very
a lot.
tough.
It's a lot of teams.
Very tough. Very tough.
Like I can't wait for the season to start because I just want to know what happens. Like how does the dominoes fall? Like how does the cookie crumble? I just want to know. I can't wait. Like I want to just go find some spoilers or something like from the NBA. I can't. Like I'm just thirsty. I want to know. I want to know what happens, man. I want to know what happens.
This is not a sitcom, my brother.
I know. I know. But yeah, man. We just tuned into the Eyes on Podium podcast. We're super excited for the new season to come out. Episode 10. It's where we at. I need y'all to like, comment, subscribe. The whole 9 yards. We'll be back next time. Y'all got anything to say before we tap out?
Yeah, I don't know if when we drop this tomorrow, Friday. Oh, happy birthday to my fiance. Her birthday Saturday.
Ooh. Congratulations.
Yeah, happy birthday.
Yo. You don't want people to come find her. You can just have, you know what I'm saying? Don't be throwing her government out there like that.
Yeah, take it easy.
Take it easy.
I don't want to be a part of that.
Thanks, Chris. Now I gotta take out the Glock.
That's not even her full name.
Okay, you're right.
Thanks, Chris. Now everybody knows to look for more. Appreciate that.
Happy birthday to her.
Come find us.
Birthday.
Happy birthday to them, man.
Yeah, well, that's it. We out. We out of here.
Yeah, we out. Thanks for joining us. This is episode 10. We're only getting better.
Steph Curry in 3.
We appreciate you guys for being here with us through our journey. We're loving every second of it. We're enjoying making content for you guys. We're only going to get better. We're only going to get better. This is episode 10. We're going to get better.
Episode 10.
Episode 10.
We out of here, baby.
Time and place, we can talk about it. Last night I was wildin'. Made 2K over 2K, it's a new day and I'm back to problem. Bank account be crowded. By next June, need 5 rooms, soundproof, watch them doubt it. Hey, they try to talk me out here. I done wasted some greatness just sitting there trying to think about it. I go jump a ring, give all of my homies rollies. I'm a hot pick, rolling with me, gon' be low key. Best believe it's more of us, but today I'm dolly. Grab me by the hand, damn, she don't even know me. Open hit the corner for the 3, nobody noticed them. Catch me out in traffic, keep it curry when I'm closing up. No one should be talking, eyes on Podium. No one should be talking, keep your eyes on the podium. Yeah, no one should be talking, eyes on Podium.